chant it out.
Who to be conscious?
Yes, I. Slash, yeah.
That's you.
Hear me now, from me I'm driving on me car. You hear it from afar. Roots and me a thump it hard. When heritage dep on a skate show, how this you be no strictly roots and we a thump it hard. So until they hanya, a roots you a go get. Roots are we culture, and this we don't forget. So whether near or far, earth, moon or star, over everything else, yeah. I say strictly roots. Everything we play has strictly roots. Strictly roots. Everything we play has strictly roots. Strictly roots.
Yo, what's happening, y'all? It's your homeboy, whatever, man, coming through with an episode of Karate in the Garage for that ass. Yeah, man, I'm just out here chilling, man. It's a nice, cold, frosty day, 30 degrees in Columbus, Ohio right now. Of course, I'm in my garage, as always, chopping some shit down. Karate in the Garage, you know how we do. Enjoying another one of my wonderful winter cigars, the Alpha Cigar New Orleans Edition Claro, double absinthe infused. Head on over to www.londontobacconists.com. Pick you up a bundle, pick you up a pack. I also recommend the regular Claro, you know, the absinthe infused Claro. My favorite smoke of all on the website. Yeah, man, but I'm just out here chilling, man. Long ass day at work, you know what I'm saying? So it's a good time to have a smoke, reflect on things. You know, it's been a crazy ass last couple of days, man. Some shit I don't even want to tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? But just know that it's been wild, it's been crazy, life-altering, crazy shit that I haven't had to deal with. You know, but things is kind of starting to get back on track. So enough about that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I want to try something new. You know, I've been having, it's nothing new, man. You know, I've been having pain. You know, I got pain in my ankles. I got pain in my knees. I done had a million sports injuries. I can't begin to tell y'all how many times I've sprained my ankles, like severe sprains, usually from playing basketball. Probably at least 10 to 15 times per ankle. Yeah, it's bad. You know, so I got that pre-arthritis shit. You know, my shit be hurting like crazy sometimes. I don't know what's wrong with my knees. You know, you just blame that on old age. I walk up and down the stairs. You can hear each step. It ain't that loud, but I can hear it. You know, and you got that. You know, mix in a little bit of back pain. I moved all this stuff. I moved all kinds of shit over the weekend by myself, man. It was like, for a while, I was like a one-man moving crew. You know, so I thought I'd try something new. I've been seeing on Groupon where they got these cryotherapy sessions, man. You can buy like 1, 3, 5. So I copped this 5 whole body sessions for $84 from this place called Chill Cryotherapy. It's in Gahanna, Ohio, suburb of Columbus, Ohio. So I copped that. You know, I wanted to go check it out, see if it make me feel any better. Some of the different claims they make is that it can help you with weight loss. Not really the reason why I'm doing it. However, don't get me wrong, I can stand to lose a couple pounds. You know, then you know, of course, the pain management stuff. Stuff about speeding up metabolism, more energy, which I was kind of bouncing around afterwards. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe that's because I was so damn cold. I ain't know what to do. What else? They claim it helps with mood. Yeah, I was in a good mood after I left that because I've been in a shitty mood for the past couple of weeks, even more so the last couple of days. So, but yeah, man, I went to go check it out, man. You know, walk in, it's a quiet little spot. It's only a couple people in there at any given time. Your session lasts 3 to 5 minutes. I believe that my session today was 5 minutes. I thought it was 3 minutes, and in the middle of the session, when she told me I was like halfway through, and I'm thinking like, damn, I feel like I already been in this mug for 3 minutes. So I think we did five, but I didn't ask today. But anyway, so different experience for me. You know what I'm saying? So you come in, they check you in or whatever. Then they send you off to a little room, little dressing room on the side. Because when you go in the cryo chamber, you basically are wearing your underwear, some gloves, some socks, and some slippers. So they send me off to the little side, give me a robe and some socks. That's all they gave me at the time. So, I get ready. I come walking out there. I got this little ass robe on that barely fits. I look like one of them. I look like one of them sumo wrestlers in one of them little whatever Japan movies, or like a scene on damn, what's that movie I'm thinking of? What at Rush Hour where they was in one of the little massage parlors with the sumo dudes. But anyway, man, my fat ass is out there in this little ass white robe, that barely tie on, that barely close. So I go in there and wait my turn. They take me in the back. They give me the little slippers. They give me some gloves. So basically, you get in this chamber and the temperature drops down below 200 degrees. I don't know how low it went, but I know it goes below 200 degrees. At one point, when I looked at the little screen, I only looked at the screen once. It was negative 221 while I was in there. But you get in this little chamber. If you're claustrophobic, it might bother you a little bit. My big ass got in there barely, but I was in there. My bad. I don't want my cigar to go out. Y'all know I get to talking and my cigar go out. Um. So anyway, so I get in the little chamber. Um. They fire it up, have me take my robe off, pass it over the little thing. So now you're basically standing in there, and your drawers, some socks, some slippers, and these gloves, right? Um. And the mist, which is basically I think liquefied nitrogen. It blows it out into the chamber, and then it comes out over the top. It never comes any higher than here, at least based on the way the chamber was set up. Now, I'm a little over 6'2". So if you was like 5 foot or something like that, 5'2", 5'3", I don't know how that would work out for you. Maybe they give you some phone books to stand on or something, but for us tall folks, it's no problem. So I'm in there, they're blowing in the little mist, the little cold air, and it wasn't that bad. Honestly, it was like I would compare it to, not that I've done this, but I would compare it to if you was to step outside on a 10-degree day in your drawers. I don't know. You walk into the end of the driveway to go get your newspaper or something stupid like that. Go get the mail, grab something out the car. So that's really what it felt like. About I guess about 2.5 minutes into it, is when I started to really get cold. I started shivering and shaking, and she was like, "Well," and she told me before I got in, move around if you want to while you're in there. Not that there's much room to move, but she's like, bend your knees and stuff like that, um, which probably was a good idea. I ended up doing that, but um, yeah, I mean, you just stand there and stand there and talk to the person or whatever while all this stuff is blowing on you. It is relaxing. I don't know. It didn't seem like as long as it was, but um, I'm sorry, excuse me. It seemed like longer than it was, but it was only a couple of minutes. I think anybody can do it. I don't care if you like cold or not. Um, but as I'm in there, about a minute or two into it, um, again, my now from over the weekend. So this stuff doesn't always hurt, but my feet had been hurting, and one of my feet whatever's wrong with it, it hurts all the time. At least right now it does. Maybe I heard it a couple weeks ago. So my feet was hurting, my ankles were hurting a little bit, my legs were hurting from all the moving and walking around I was doing over the weekend. My back was hurting. Within a minute or two, I didn't feel any of that pain anymore. I don't know if it was because I was focused on, what was actually going on or if it really relieved it. But, so a couple minutes into it, we talking about the process and, what's next, et cetera, et cetera. So the time goes by, by the end of it, I can't lie. I was probably really ready to get out of there because my ass was freezing. I mean, like teeth, like I can't even do it. You know what I'm saying? But teeth clicking and clacking. You know what I'm saying? Shaking like this. You know. So I got out. Put my stuff back on. She was like, 5-10 minutes. You'll warm back up and feel a little bit normal. I would compare it kind of to icing yourself down, but you don't get the sting that you get from, you put the ice on for a long time. First your skin starts stinging, then next thing you know, you go numb or however you feel. And then when you're done, you still got that, that I don't know, that funky frozen, half frozen skin feeling. You don't get none of that. So I thought it was pretty dope, because I see the athletes use it all the time. Um, you know, for pain management and injury recovery and stuff like that. So, I get out, put my shit back on, go to the car. Um, maybe 10, 15 minutes later, I start to warm back up. Maybe sooner than that. But so far, so what my appointment was at 7:30 is 9:51. So it's been, about, we'll say 2 hours since I got out the chamber. A little bit more than that, but say 2 hours. The only thing that hurt before I went in there was my foot, which was to be expected. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know if I done broke it or fractured it or what's wrong with it, but something wrong with it that ain't normal. So I expected that, but I mean, all the other pain is gone. Now I wouldn't go out on a limb and say that anybody that goes in there with some pain is going to get rid of the pain like that. I thought, maybe 3 or 4 sessions in or something like that um, is when I will start to feel better. But I mean, for one session, I mean, we'll see how I feel tomorrow. We'll see how I feel the day after that. But it was worth it. At least I think. It was worth it. It's something I definitely do again. I'm glad I bought 5 sessions. So I figure, I'll probably do once a week. I might go back. I might try to see if they got something open on Saturday. Go back in on Saturday. Otherwise, maybe I'll start my week like that. But I mean, again, man, I came out in a better mood. I came out feeling better. So it's definitely, something you should check out and try. I at least on the first round, I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. I didn't get to talk to the rich folk that was in there because there was some cats in there with some money when I first got there. And the reason I know is it was some pretty dope ass cars, 100K plus cars that was parked outside and they was gone when I came out. Those fellas left before I came out. Ain't nothing else open around there. So I'm sure they was in there. Plus when I pulled up, it's another dude that had his session around the same or at the same time as me. And, you know, this nigga pulled up in probably the dopest Audi. I think it was an A7 that I done seen so far, man. So I was in there, maybe this is what the rich do to keep themselves feeling good. But at the same time, when you really think about it, I don't know, $84 for 5 sessions, a session or two per week. Let's just say you do a session per week. I mean, basically you're paying $20 a week. I mean, as much as some of you people eat out or some people eat out, I'm pretty sure, that's affordable. $84 a month. I mean, what's your cable bill? What's your cell phone bill? What's your payments on your credit cards, for stuff you be buying? So even though the Ballers was in there tonight taking care of the therapy, I think it's affordable for anybody who wants to do it. I mean, real talk. Um, I thought it was going to cost a lot more than that. Compared to having to pay a copay when you go to see, like if you was going through physical therapy and you was trying to rehab your knee or something like that, or you was going to a personal trainer, just compare it to like a copay or a training session. You know what I'm saying? And most training sessions is more than that. But yeah, man, dope experience. I look forward to going back again. We'll see how I sleep tonight. Yeah. My bad, y'all, man. My throat, it's just dry. It's making me lose my voice kind of. That's why I keep coughing. But yeah, aside from that, man, ain't nothing really going on. I was just I do a thing every year, at least for the last couple of years. What's the thought mobile of the year? What you see these dusty assholes riding around in. They think they better than everybody, but they riding around in some beat up ass bucket. 17 kids in the back hanging out the windows and hanging out the tailgate. You pull up to the corner store or the carry out or the gas station. The mom is in the store and the little niggas is in the back yelling stuff out the window at you and stuff, talking trash, whatever, So last year, I picked two vehicles for people to vote on. One was a Buick Rendezvous, it's an older Buick truck / crossover, smaller. I guess it technically the crossover was supposed to look truckish, but it really looked like some sort of like funky little minivan. That people used to ride. Everybody had a Buick Rendezvous, thought they was the shit, bro. Like for real. But that it was between last year was between that and the Chrysler Pacifica. The Chrysler Pacifica won last year, although the Rendezvous was a close second. So this year, the Chrysler Pacifica, of course, has to defend its title. They're still out here on the streets, all jacked up, 3 hubcaps, kids hanging out the back. One I would like to add this year is Dodge Caravan. I don't know. I ain't gonna go there. Cause Dodge Caravan, I ain't gonna get myself in trouble. So I ain't gonna talk about that. Let's take the Caravan off the list. I don't want to piss nobody off. Chevy Uplander. I used to have a Chevy Uplander. It's a Chevy minivan. They made them from 02 to 08, something like that. 04 to 08. Mine was 08. Was mine 08? I think it was 08. I had like the last year they made them. Decent, you know what I'm saying? But nobody takes care of them. All the ones you see riding around banged up, the good hubcaps is on the driver's side. The other side got like one donut and one like purple rim. There's always some crazy shit with those. So yeah, I definitely would throw that in the list of contestants for the year. And then one that you can always throw in there, man, is a good old Ford Expedition. Believe it or not, there's a bunch of Ford Expeditions still riding around. Just about every single one is fucked up. 4-wheel drive don't work. Electrical problems. No exhaust. It's like the exhaust falls off of every single one of those. But man, they be filled to the brim, bro. It be her rent dude, and like 7 kids. I don't know if they all hers, if 4 of them is hers and 3 of them is his. But I see them rolling like that all the time. One headlight rusty. So one, they both foggy, because it's older, but one's like yellow, the other one's like white. you know, red tape over the tail light. So I think that's the choices that I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna allow people to vote on. I'll probably do a poll on Facebook, although I really don't use Facebook that much. I don't know if I can do a poll on YouTube. I've seen somebody do a poll on YouTube, but right now I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, so I don't know that I would get a whole lot of feedback. So I'll probably just post something on Instagram um, and see what people think, and then maybe I'll do either the next episode of Karate in the Garage or the one after that. Um, we'll come up with the results, talk about it a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, man, I really just want to tell y'all about the cryo experience, um, cryotherapy experience. I will be doing more videos. I keep saying that I'm gonna get my series going. We're just gonna consider this episode one. I'm gonna try to keep it popping. I'm gonna try to do an episode every week, maybe or every 2 weeks. I don't know how I'm gonna do starting out. Until I build up the base. Sometimes I'm just gonna come on here and talk some foolery. Some days I'm gonna come on here and speak what's on my mind. Some days I'm gonna come on here and talk some boxing. When it warms up, I probably talk a little bit of fishing. You know, car season coming up. Show season. I don't know if I'm gonna show my car this year, man. I really don't want to. Hence the reason why my Tez 007 license plate is hanging on the wall. I didn't renew it because I didn't plan to show my car anymore. Man, it's just hard, man. It's hard to keep your shit clean. I got to drive it a whole lot. My second car needs brakes, rotors, wheel bearings, transmission. I mean, you can drive it with a transmission like that. I've been driving it for 2 years with it like that, but still, it's on the list of issues. Do I really want to put a minimum for getting the transmission? $500 to $600 worth of parts, a couple $100 worth of labor into a car with a slipping transmission. So because I got to drive my other car, my Camaro so much, it gets dirty, which I've been able to keep it clean and clean it up good. So I ain't really worried about that. But people be dinging your car up with their doors. They be walking by, scratching your car. Like, you can't just walk past somebody's car without brushing all up against it. Your little pieces of metal, like on the pockets or whatever, or your jeans or your belt buckle scratching people's cars, man. You walk by and let your, women with their little metal buckles on their purses and shit brush up up against your car. Rocks. I don't know what it is, man. My car is a rock magnet. I get hit with mad rocks. I hop in the other car, you don't shit hit my car, man. But yeah, it's getting older. Door panels fading and shit like that. It's some stuff that I can go buy to bring it back, which I'm going to do. But still, man, I don't know. And that car is going to be paid off at the end of the year. I'm thinking, do I want to keep my car, show this one here, which is, Camaro RS with a V6 in it, or it's 14. Do I want to get rid of it, buy another 14 Camaro, but buy a ZL1? I like that body style in the ZL1 for real. I can't, I can find 13s and olders, but man, and 16s and newers, but 14 and 15 ZL1s, I haven't found one for sale at all, except for when they were new. Maybe we get to the point where people going to start paying them off and start getting rid of them. I don't know. But that's really what I want. If I can't get that, then I'll probably just go, either I won't buy another car anytime soon, which I ain't gonna miss my car payment, or I'll just go buy something cheap that I'll pay off in like a year or two, and that'll be my backup car for I'm doing my little deliveries, my second job and stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, man, it's just back to the BS, back to the daily. It's only Monday, so it's just the start of the week and all the dumb stuff at work, which I can go on and 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 on about, but I ain't gonna touch that today. Um, you know, damn man, it was something I was thinking. Oh man, so something that I seen today that I found to be funny. I don't know if it's funny or I can't really call it funny, but it's just intriguing to me. Now I don't know how much money R. Kelly done made in his lifetime, but it's been a lot. Yeah, I know he done paid a few people off down around the, through the years or whatever. I set his bail at $1 million. Okay, 10% of that is what you need to get out, $100,000. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't even make $100,000 a year. I don't have $100,000. But if you think about all the money that this man has made in his career, he does not have the money to bail himself out. I mean, like, bro, what is going on, man? Like, there's so many people that have made tons and tons and tons of money in their lifetime in their careers, and they're broke. I mean, regardless of what he's did, I mean, really, he's somebody that should be considered an R&B icon. All the records he sold, all the tours he did, all the concerts, man. You would think that he would have had, a crazy amount of money that he's made and hopefully have something saved up. But man, it's sad, man. I mean, the man can't even get himself out of jail. And I ain't defending him at all, because if he did what they say he did, he should be in jail. But what I found crazy to me was that they said some female fans were putting their money together to get him out of jail. I was like, wow. So you got to depend on your fans to get you out of jail. But then that also goes to show you that despite all the things that he has supposedly done, but there's still people out there that love him, And when it comes to these celebrities, these icons, these music icons, these movie stars, there's always people that they can do no wrong, these in their eyes, and they're always going to have support. And it just shows that the support is out there, which still is crazy to me, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I seen that earlier, and I just thought that story was crazy, man. So I appreciate y'all checking out Karate in the Garage. Again, there'll be more episodes to come. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, at whateverman, WHATEVA_man. Same handle here on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. Like my videos. Dislike my videos. If you dislike them, hey, feedback is welcome. Leave a comment. Again, subscribe to the channel, share, if I'm talking about something you want to talk about, share it. But drop me a line on Instagram if you got any questions. And I'll holla.